When we got the tower block, we got one tower block here, which is 12 stories. They've got permission for 31 stories, right? Whoa. And anybody who's lived in a tower block knows it's not the most conducive to mental health. You know, it's just not. I mean, but not only that, according to their scheme, the higher we are, the cheaper our flats are, right? Because we're high up, right? That's according to them when they're buying. When they're selling, the higher up you go, the better view you got. Therefore,
because the flats they're building for the people that already live here are right on the Edgware Road and look over the back of the kebab shops on the Edgware Road. Where the flats they're building for the luxury apartments are right on the edge of the Welsh Harp.
The back of here is the Welsh Harp. It's a reservoir. It's sort of, it's a reservoir. It's a site of special scientific interest. SSI. I've learned something myself, you know. And that is just over there. The reason why all the luxury flats are there is because they got the view of the Welsh Harp, and beyond that, the playing fields and the open space. Why we got the car park is we get the view of the Edgware Road. Yeah, and it's easier for us to get to the kebab shop.
My name's Jasmine. I'm one of the mums from the hospital in Stratford, baby C15 in East London. In August 2013, we were all handed eviction notices, so we had to leave our hostel, and we were told by the council that we'd be rehoused in Manchester, Hastings and Birmingham, like miles and miles away from all our support networks and families. So we were told to look for private rented accommodation in the borough, which they knew would be impossible to find because there's nobody, no private landlords except people on DSS benefit payments. So we had a battle with the council and with our housing association, demanding that we was all rehoused in the borough. So we got together, started a petition, wrote a letter to the council, and we went to see our local Labour Mayor, Robin Wells, and we asked him why is there social cleansing taking place in Newham, why are people not being rehoused in the borough? And we were told, if you can't afford to live in Newham, you can't afford to live in Newham, what do you want me to do about it? And that's the response we had from our mayor. Yeah. So we got on the streets. We have a weekly street school every Saturday from 12 till 2 on Stratford Broadway. It's really far away, but it's worth coming down sometime. So that's like the spine of our campaign. The street school is really, really important because we get to meet people in the local community, get them to sign the petition, talk to them about their housing situations, and like it really, really helps because the campaign is growing that way because people that are directly affected by their housing situations are getting involved in the campaign. And
you can't do anything else in life. You can't go to work, you can't bring up your children, you cannot live your life if you have not got a decent home to live in, somewhere secure.
But we can occupy our land!
Oh dear. Diane on board. Diane Abbott sat on Daily Politics 2 years ago when confronted about gentrification. She said she agreed with it. So I'm quite shocked to find out that she's wanting to get in with people now to help these causes. Because you can't say one thing today and another thing tomorrow. Right, and opportunists, I will say, listen, some of you may or may not know who I am, but at the end of the day, I'm here as a person to help the community. I'm not here on a political stand. I'm not here for any other reason than fighting the cause for the people. And if that's what we're all here for, then we'll get the job done. Absolutely. And that's what it's about. We went on the New Era March. There were certain people that only turned up at the end of the march, at the bottom of Downing Street, to take pictures and photo opportunities. There were those of us that were on it from Hackney all the way to the end. So let's do this and be real. If you're not real, bug off.
Remember, in my kitchen would not close. Contacted the council. What did I get told? Get in touch with Help the Aged. They would not even come out and do a fire door in my house, in my flat. Wouldn't even come and do that. So why the hell should they think that people should sit on their bloody backsides and forget about them? Think of yourselves, stand together and do something.
And think of our children, because they matter.
Think about your elderly on this estate. Got a lot of elderly people on this estate, older than myself, who have brought up families, whose family have brought up families. They don't know where they're going to be. They're all going to be split up. Nobody knows where you're going to be. Where's my mum going? Now, you've got people on this estate, tenants on this estate now, who've been put in these places as a stopgap, if you want to call it. Families on this estate have been on here for 10 and 11 years, but will not get a tenancy, a secure tenancy. Council refuses. What's going to happen to these people? Council says they're not compelled to find them a place. Where are these families going to go? We need to sack
our councils.
You have got to start standing together and doing something about it before it's too late. There's no good sitting waiting, and when it's your turn you're thinking, oh hell, I should have listened to some of these meetings. Do it now. They didn't listen to us 13 years ago. Do it now.
To you guys, and of course we're outraged by it and want to do all we can to support you, which is why we're here today. I think for us, one of the things that I want to get across to you is what you're doing is fantastic. You know, you're making a noise, you're making a nuisance of yourself, and I think from our situation, it's just a case of not giving up. You know, you've got to have a voice, you're doing it really well, and you've got to be relentless with it. I mean, that was one thing that we maintained through our campaign. We weren't going to go, they were going to have to drag us out of our
You have to stick together.
Absolutely.
Because if they start to conquer and divide you, that's it. The whole campaign will just fall.
They are.
Well, yes, there you go. They'll start throwing money at people, and as soon as a couple of people get a few quid, it looks appealing.
That's what Matthew Offord did. He just invited all the leaseholders up to Parliament. Just now we're coming up to the election to meet with him. But the tenants weren't allowed to go, they weren't welcome. When some of the tenants, when they were there, because only about 6 or 7 of them went, because it's just to try and divide the campaign. They said, what? And he said, he's not interested in helping those sort of people. This is what the
That's exactly what they'll do, and they tried it with us on the New Era as well. They wanted individual meetings, and we refused individual meetings. We made sure that we went as a whole. We didn't go individual, because if you go individual, your barriers go down. You don't, and it's easy for them to then go.
Making sure you keep everyone informed all the time, so all the residents always included. They know what's going on.
You need to keep yourself in the media.
Otherwise, people feel pushed out if not everyone knows what's going on, and then you're going to face that conquer and divide situation. So it's making sure everyone knows what's going on, what you're doing, who the leaders are.
Knowing is empowerment.
Right, it's really important, guys. If you want to stick together and you want to achieve it, which I think you will, there's no reason why you can't. You need to do some really sort of simple, basic things that'll help you win the campaign.
I mean, it's hard work, as you know. It took us 8 months, but we got there and we thought we was in for the long run. We thought it was going to take us a lot longer, and we could have been possibly facing in 5 months' time eviction. So it would have meant us all going through eviction processes with the elderly and disabled, our children, everything. Our whole lives would have been completely disrupted. I don't know why we were so successful. I think it was because we just carried on. We just kept our foot on that pedal and we never took it off. And we still haven't. We've still got things going on. We've still got negotiations that we need to be doing, and we won't back down from that negotiation. The ball is in our court at the moment, and the new owners are a bit cautious of us because obviously.
Homes for all. When do we want it?
Yeah, that's better.
What do we want? Homes for all. When do we want it? Now. What do we want? Homes for all. When do we want it? Now. We're staying in. Barratt's out. We're staying in. Barratt's out. We're staying in. Barratt's out. We're staying in. Last streets. Our homes. Our streets.
right.
Huh?
Housing is a human right, not a privilege.
Human right, human right, human right,
It's a human right and not a privilege. Housing is a human right, human right, human right. Housing is a human right, not a privilege.
What human right?
Now's the time to be out here, sticking up for yourself. We've got untold media, you've got untold attention. Get yourself down here, march with us to the town hall. Do not let yourself be treated the way you are by Barnet Council. You have a right to a decent... Come and join us.
Council control. That'll do.
We don't need no government control. Leave our homes alone.
If it does start to move by March.
Housing is a human right, human right, human right. Housing is a human right, not a privilege.
Council's promises to rehouse
Human right, human right. Housing is a human right, not a privilege.
Although this is a long-term project, these are assumed that a number of families by March.
Look how well behaved we are. And what did Matthew often say about us? Proper ragtag bunch.
Is that what he said?
And he can't come on your estate without a police escort, bless him.